One man can change the world with a bullet in the right place.
Welcome back to the New to Pew podcast. We're kicking it off now with episode 5, cleverly titled Bozos Buying from Bezos. Now, just for some context, that title was brought up very quickly on the fly by my brother-in-arms, the HNIC of the BBRN, the bagman himself. How are you, sir?
Happy to be here. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we have sound effects now, ladies and gentlemen. We're officially...
The production value has just gone through the roof.
We got a grant. Now we have sound effects. We're awesome.
Nice.
My name is Max Fallis. I'm your co-host as we go down the rabbit hole of New to Pew, Firearms 101 from the new guy. And we're going to have let me get the appropriate sound effect as soon as I figure out where it is, because it should be here. Yep. It's time for me to get my ass kicked because I am a bozo that bought from Bezos when it came to certain accessories and stuff. And the bagman here is going to tell me just how stupid that was.
Well, all right. Look, it's not stupid, but we needed a catchy title, and there's a lot of cheap junk on Amazon that you should not be buying. And I feel like every couple of weeks you and I have this conversation about I did it again.
You did. I'll beep it.
Yeah. Max, you can't keep buying gun stuff from Amazon because you're not getting good quality stuff. And it's not that I take it personal. It's not like I started an entire brand based around the philosophy that just a little bit of guidance would keep you from buying junk. I mean, that's not the case. It's not been my experience or anything that and it's not like you have access to me either to help you make intelligent purchases instead of wasting money.
It's the will of the universe, because if I didn't, we would have no episode 5. Ha! The universe has spoken.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for taking one for the team repeatedly.
Yeah.
So that we can have this episode.
Absolutely.
And we can make the argument that like cheap Chinese gear is cheap gear, and cheap gear is not always good gear. You know, you don't always have to have Gucci gear, but when you buy junk, you're going to get junk.
Okay. So I should cancel my wish.com account and not... They got a great deal on scopes.
Yeah. Don't buy optics off of Wish. Don't buy quote unquote oil filters off of Wish or other firearms accessories off of Wish that may or may not be legal.
Oil
may
filters.
Or may not be ATF traps.
Oil filters?
They sell these oil filters that have a particular thread pitch that might match up to the muzzle of certain firearms. Yeah, your face.
Oh, shit. Whoa, okay.
Yeah, or they might make items they list as airsoft accessories that would enable your firearm to engage in a mode of fire restricted by the National Firearms Act.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
That's wild. I'm in shock. I didn't think it was that bad. I really didn't.
You didn't know that stuff was going on? Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I had no idea. Oh, okay. Well, let me start with the easy, simple question first. What? Okay. So just for backstory context, my kids get a lot of Amazon gift cards from gifts, from relatives, and yada, yada, yada. So they'll come to me to cash it out. Hey, Dad, can you give me $20 for this Amazon gift card? Sure, kid. Take the cash. I can buy a holster or something on Amazon and, put this money to good use. and build content for the show. That's right. I could do it.
You big dummy.
So, okay, so that's obviously a no-no. Is there something that it's not so bad? I mean, obviously you want to you spend money for quality, obviously, and
Right.
Ordering it from Amazon, you're not really guaranteed quality. So I'm just going to literally put myself on the. Go ahead.
There's a right way and a wrong way to buy online, right? You have to look at reputable sources, reputable manufacturers, things like that. There's a lot of stuff I simply will not buy on Amazon, excuse me, because they don't do enough to restrict knockoff gear, right? I will not buy tourniquets from Amazon. I don't care if it says that they're approved or anything else. That stuff you shouldn't get from Amazon. You should get it from North American Rescue, the manufacturer who makes those things. That's a reputable source, because there are Chinese knockoffs right down to the labeling, and you can break them. And a tourniquet that breaks when you need it to not break may cost someone their life. So that's one. Something you can buy on Amazon if you're looking for an inexpensive case to put your firearm in. It's kind of hard to go wrong with a cheap case. A good case is better, but a cheap case isn't going to be a major problem, right? It's not going to do as much to protect the finish of your firearm. But if you've got a cheap firearm that you're not really worried about, and you just need something to cover it up for when you're going in and out of the range, or thrown in the trunk of the car, yeah, by all means, do something like that. Clothing is okay to get off of Amazon.
Okay.
As long as you're getting the right size. But things like holsters, optics, those are things I would recommend you get from a more reputable source. Things that are going to mount directly to the firearm should come from a more reputable source. Yeah, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. As someone who's a retailer in the space,
Romway has a great deal on plate carriers. How about that? How about buying plate carriers? Romway is like I think they're kind of like a Wish, cheap, again, Chinese knockoffs. So for the audience, how do you spot, other than it being from Amazon, how do you spot cheap shit?
Experience, unfortunately. So yeah, price is going to be a big factor. If you're looking at, let's say, a $400 EOTech optic, and you go, oh, hey, I found this other one on Amazon or Wish or Alibaba that's $30, chances are it's not as good. And it might look the same in the pictures, but when you get it and try to use it, I guarantee it's not going to perform the same. It's not going to stand up to recoil. It's not going to hold zero. You could run into any other number of problems. I have some friends that are very thrifty, that like to buy inexpensive stuff. Sometimes they do okay, sometimes they don't. And it depends on what your expectation is. So if you're getting an optic to put on, let's say, a 22, okay, maybe a $60 optic is going to be okay for about a year before it fails. If you're going to put that same $60 optic on an AR or something larger caliber, probably not going to hold up. And I've seen optics that people go, oh yeah, I got it off Amazon. It was great. I got a great deal. And it was daily deal. And there was an open box special and I got it dirt cheap. And they literally can't get it to function through one range trip. You got what you paid for, my friend. Sadness. You paid for sadness. You got sadness.
But it looks cool.
Yeah, that's what advertising is for. And that's why the burger you get from McDonald's looks exactly like the one in the commercial on TV. It's not just a squished, sad mystery meat patty.
Perfect cue for that one right there.
So the other problem you can run into is Amazon often ships from massive warehouses. of various types of products, and the person picking and packing your order has no clue what they're looking at other than the barcode label that's on the item, right? Do you feel personally attacked yet?
You keep firing those shots, and I'm going to keep ducking them. But I'm going to put myself on the firing squad because, yes, I do. I'm going to go and tell the audience firsthand. I ordered a holster, specified the right-handed holster.
Well, let's go back a step.
Okay, then.
You came to class with a holster you got from Amazon.
I was trying to read that part out, but fine.
No.
Fine.
You came to class with a holster you bought from Amazon, and you learned why you shouldn't have bought that holster, right?
Right. Here's
Go ahead.
Here's how it really. Here's a better way of saying it. Here's how it really fucked up. When I was practicing at home with said holster, I had it on my tactical vest. So it was flushed to the side. When I went to the class, I didn't want to take the whole vest and all of that stuff. And you had also mentioned to me that I'm probably not going to want it where that is, right? Almost underneath my, armpit stuff. So I bought a leg drop molly platform that I could just drop it down a little bit and then build it around the belt. And I didn't run into the issue until I got to the range and put everything on, and then you pointed out the most obvious fucking thing on the planet, which is, hey, look how the holster is sitting on your leg. It's pointing at your fucking kneecap. You don't really want to do that.
Pointing the gun at you. This is bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm man enough to admit my mistakes,
There were other issues with. Okay, so it was a nylon molly type holster, right?
Yep.
So, web gear kind of stuff. For audience members, think about the stuff like a backpack is made out of. It's that type of material. You can make good holsters with that material. They usually put some sort of plastic insert in it, so it has better structure.
Mm-hmm.
This was not one of those. It was just soft nylon, and all the bits and pieces were kind of sloppy, floppy, and that is a recipe for disaster, right? You can have parts go into the trigger guard and cause the gun to discharge when you don't want it to. It can allow the gun to move certain ways where you could lose control of the firearm. There's a whole list of problems there. Drawing and reholstering, if you're not very extremely careful, the gun can end up pointed at you while you're performing those movements, which again, those are the most risky things you do with that handgun for your own safety, because that's where you might point it at yourself. And if God forbid you have an accident, now you've shot yourself. Let's not do that. So that was before your other problem. That was your first problem. So now we'll get into your second problem before we talk about your third problem, because you didn't listen to Uncle Sean.
Okay, so yeah. So at the end of class, after we've had a great day, my 1911 has a recovery tactical grip that I got off Amazon, and so far so good with that. It gave me a rail on the bottom on the 1911 that doesn't normally come with it. Great. So the bagman recommends to me, hey, find the recovery holster. It's made to work with this system. It slides in, slides out. Cool. Me being me, go on Amazon. Sorry.
Hold on, because you also wanted to mount a light to your pistol, right? Which in theory is a good idea. That, if your intention is to use that as a home defense firearm or a personal defense firearm, having a light on it is not a bad idea. The problem you run into is now your holster has to be compatible with not only the firearm, but also the firearm and the light. Yeah. And where did you get the light?
I had the light left over from our paintball days.
All right. So cheap shit.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay. All right. So leftover paintball gear attached to your new handgun, and now we're trying to find a holster that will cooperate with that random hunk of Chinese electronics.
The battery's good in it, though. It's a Duracell.
I'm sure it is.
It's a great Duracell. So I
No
ordered
copper top.
holster number 2, Recovery
Right.
Tactical HC11.
Recover tactical.
Beautiful device. I got the
Right.
right-handed active, which means you got to push the little button to release it, which is
Right.
my new to pew mindset. Having that button gives my finger something to land on, something to do, and it stays away from the trigger. So for me, that appeared to be a nice extra added safety bonus. I received the left-hand fucking holster from Amazon. Now, here's the cool, goofy, stupid part. You look at the bottom of the box on that barcode you said, it does say right. Okay?
Correct. So that's the sticker that Amazon puts on there for their pick pack operation, right? They've got all these people in the warehouse and they've got these big bins and they go, okay, I get this order, I scan this item, this is the item I need, this goes in the box, and that gets shipped to the customer. Great.
But
The problem is that sticker, does that match what's actually on the box and in the box?
they don't read the back of the box that has a check mark that says left. Yeah, great. Okay, so I get all excited. My Amazon delivery has happened. I open up the box, little ASMR action, right? Okay, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. This is a left-handed holster. Okay, cool. I log on to Amazon. Hey, guys, you messed up. Hey, would you like us to reimburse you or send you the right product? Hey, man, send me the right product. So, a couple days later, box number 2 shows up. I go first.
Hold on. What is the sticker? What does the sticker on the bottom of the box say?
Oh, so the bottom of the box says right-handed holster, just like the bottom of the other sticker.
So the Amazon pick pack operation sticker says right-handed holster. So this should be the right holster, right?
Yo, I'm excited.
What does it say on the? But what does the Recover Tactical marking on the box say?
Well, if your question is the
Did you read
right-handed
the box before you opened it?
is the right-handed box checked?
Hell no, nigga.
It's not. It's another left-handed holster because they go off the sticker. Now that we're getting a nice, deep, dark look into the logistics of the Amazon warehouse, we see where they go wrong. So,
Right.
in my living room,
And
go ahead.
Not for nothing. These are big markings on that box, right?
Oh.
Like the information on the box that tells you this is left-handed is far larger than the pick pack sticker that says it's right-handed. So somebody mislabeled these boxes for the pick pack,
And
right?
yes, I'm assuming now the entire back of the box comes from the factory with the color checked, active or passive, which is the releasing mechanism, checked, marker.
Comes from the manufacturer that way.
Sharpie markered. Okay, I can see the color. I can see the ink. So this was somebody sat here and said left check and put the left one in the box. And what really pisses me off is they're actually 2 different color Sharpies. So this is the Recovery Tactical system from their factory, but Amazon has a right-handed sticker on it. So I'm standing in my living room just pissed.
No! How could they? They do this to me!
And my family has no idea why I'm so irritated. But
I'm so glad we got that audio clip. It's so perfect.
it's fitting. It's canon. It's totally fitting.
Oh,
So here's the part that I didn't tell you. Okay? So I go
no.
on Amazon, right? Because now I got to file not 1 but 2 return orders. And I just say, fuck it. I want my money back. I'm not going to get a refund. I go directly to Recovery Tactical's website, order the thing. I send you a picture trying to redeem myself, and you say yes.
No. You're leaving a part of that story out. You're like, what the hell do I do now? And I sent you the link for the right holster.
Yes, you did, which is why you
on the manufacturer website.
Always go to the manufacturer website. Don't be the bozo that shops with Bezos like me. Long story short, I'm now waiting for holster number 3 to arrive in the mail because I'm a bozo. But I'm man enough to admit. No. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You've learned a valuable lesson, right? 1, don't overcomplicate your holster choices, and 2, don't buy your tactical gear from Amazon.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Go to a more reputable dealer. And it was easy for me to just go to the manufacturer site, right? That's where I find I'm most likely to get the right item. I'm sure there's other dealers like me out there that carry Recover Tactical. And the whole point is they design their holsters so that the light doesn't interfere with the holster. There's like an open spot there. So no matter what light you put on this thing, it's going to function. It has a degree of retention without an active retention device. And we'll save that for another episode, why those aren't always a good choice. But there's a better way to shop for your tactical gear that will save you gray hairs and aggravation and strange looks from your family as you're screaming at the computer.
But you won't have great content for your cool little podcast. So there's a trade-off.
No, there's other things we can do, I'm sure.
Yes, we will. So
full confession, a lot of guys go through this. Most people I know have 5 or 6 holsters that suck that they don't use because they went, oh, this will be good. And then it was not. I even gave you a holster that was like, you'll find this funny. Don't ever use it.
My Punisher holster?
Yeah.
When I get my CW, I'm going to use that. And I'm going to tell everybody that I got it from blackbagresources.com. Yeah, I'm going to tell everybody where I got it. Because technically, it is the truth.
It is.
It is the truth.
It is.
Okay, so
you didn't pay for it. I wouldn't take money for that thing. Like it was a gag gift. But yeah, you got it from me. Sure, I'll take the hit for that.
So, like everybody does, according to you, when you buy your first AR, you go put a whole bunch of crap on it, either from Amazon or not. You know, you buy the flashlight, you buy the laser, you buy the cool shit, and yep, I fell into that same trap too. So, you know.
I may have been the dork who strapped 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 different lights onto my AR just to be a douche. Yeah.
3 different lights. I didn't
3 different lights.
I didn't go that far,
yeah.
But wow.
Yeah. Realized it was dumb and took all that shit off.
Yeah. I'm probably going to strip everything off except for the optic that I got off Amazon. Just start all over with it.
It'll break soon and we'll upgrade you to something that doesn't suck.
The man's got a plan, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he's got a plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, you know, when you get into something, you think long haul. Yeah, I want to have a light on it with the button. I want to be able to control everything. And I like buttons. I like electronics. So it was a natural thing for me to get black wire tape and secure everything down, you know, my OCD, and once everything in its place and make sure that it's functional, this, that, and the other. And then
also a little bit of a technophile, so you like gadgets and gizmos and yeah.
So it's on brand for me to go off and have all of that crap on it. So now I'm going to strip it all down and just start all over again. I mean, I find comfort in knowing that this is common, so I don't feel too much embarrassment in admitting that I'm doing the same thing over and over. But that's cool.
Yeah, and I've done dumb stuff too, and I've got holsters that I bought that I thought were going to be good and were major disappointments. And yeah, so, but that's why you have me. Like, let me guide you through this and help you from making some of these mistakes. And instead of like every time we talk, oh, hey, so I got this cool thing off of Amazon. My daughter had another gift card. You know, I make bad choices and don't learn from them. So, and I'm like, really? Again? We're going to do this again? Again?
That is the best impression of my voice I've ever heard. It truly is. It's true to life. Okay. So no more buying with Bezos.
Yeah. No more Bozos for you.
Yes, boss.
You're gonna be a big boy now.
Okay.
Big boy stuff. Buy once, cry once, get good quality, and don't regret your purchase later.
You should have told me that before I got married.
Oh no.